All right, we're gonna do a healthier version of the Pizza Bella Brussels sprout recipe. So what makes this better, and you can see we're trying to cut uniformly, Pizza Bella and the mustard sauce we toss them in at the end actually added a half a cup or more of oil. Totally unnecessary, totally not something that is keeping this from being a healthy dish. So we're gonna get these cut up, half or quarters to even them up. We've got some chopped walnuts and some dried cranberries that get added in at the end also. And this is the base of what we're making. Sorry. So the original recipe calls for prosciutto, which I don't have and didn't feel like buying. The alternate is bacon. Now here's the deal. If you get prosciutto, you can't always leave it in the whole time. So we're gonna spread the Brussels sprouts out. I'm doing a half batch. I normally do double this size. We're going to add the bacon in. I did have a little no-stick olive oil spray on here because I'm going to toss these possibly depending on how they're cooking. But you can see lovely Brussels sprouts, a little bit of bacon, and we're going to throw that in the oven for about 45 minutes. All right, time to check on things. So you can see here a little bit of cranberry and a little bit of chopped walnuts. And this is with 33 minutes at 350. I'm going to toss them now. So I'm going to put them back in for about 8 more to 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to add the walnuts and the dried cranberries. All right, now we're going to add, oh yeah, perfect. You can see we've got the bacon's looking good. So we're going to add walnuts in with the dried cranberries, which I didn't break up beforehand. And up. I guess that's a sampler for me. And we're going to put this back in for about 5 to 7 minutes. All right, so now we're going to make the mustard sauce. We have Dijon mustard and stone ground mustard. I do not measure. I normally add white wine vinaigrette. The white wine vinaigrette I have looks a little dark and smells a little bitter. I'm going to touch more. There, okay. The original recipe from Pizza Bella called for adding like 1/3 to 1/2 cup of olive oil. A complete waste, not needed. Small batch, this is the mustard sauce. We're gonna add once we're done in the final 5 minutes. All right, we are done now. Yep. So we're gonna dump this into a bowl. You'll notice the bacon's nice and crispy. All right, now we got 2 things left to do. We're going to add and toss the mustard sauce. Right at the very end, we're going to add a little bit of shredded Parmesan. So what I like to do is not put all of the mustard sauce in because I want to get the right amount. Touch more, but not all of it. Again, I don't measure, and I usually do a bigger batch, and I haven't made this in a while, so my volume is off. That looks about right. You've had this before. How is it, babe?
Surprisingly, because I've never liked Brussels sprouts before, really good.
Yeah, but you enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah.
So that is the roasted Brussels sprouts. Give it a try. Easy peasy. Should be 400 degrees. I started off at 350 for about 40 minutes. Let the oven do all the work. They become sweeter and they become delicious. And I'll show you what it looks like plated.